A very good evening to all. Welcome to Study Point classes. Today we are going to discuss about placentation. Placentation is arrangement of ovules within the ovary, and this is called placentation. There are five types of placentation. First one is marginal. In marginal placentation, the ovules are arranged along the axis of the ovary. Margin of the ovary. They can be found in single or two rows, for example in peas. Second is axial. In axial placentation, the ovules are arranged on the central axis. These kind of ovary are generally multiloculars, means they have multiple chambers. The example is China rose, tomato, lemon, etc. You can see any citrus food. The arrangement are like in this, as you have remembered in oranges. The seed are present along with this oranges along the central axis. Third one is parietal. In parietal placentation, the the ovules are arranged near the parietal region, means the inner walls of the periphery region. You can see this in mustard. And fourth one is free central. In this type of placentation, they are present in free central columns. They do not have septa which separates the locules. Example dianthus. Last one and the fifth is basal placentation. In basal placentation, there is a single ovule attached to the ovary. For example, sunflower and marigold. If we talk about the fruits are swollen ovary which develops after the fertilization, and they are divided into two parts. First is seed and second is the pericarp. Pericarp further is divided into three parts: epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. They both develop after the fertilization. If the development of fruit occurs without the fertilization, such type of fruit are called parthenocarpic. For example, seedless banana is one of the most common known example of this. If structure of pericarp is divided into parts, the pericarp itself is divided into outer layer, that is epicarp, middle layer, that is mesocarp, and interior layer, that is endocarp. The endocarp is generally stony or hard part. Mesocarp is edible, and outer layer is just the covering of the fruit. Here you can see this red part. This is the epicarp. The middle part is mesocarp, which we eat, and the cover of the seed. This one is endocarp, and inside the endocarp there is seed. The mango is a mesocarp. Mango's mesocarp is fleshy and edible. In coconut, the mesocarp is fibrous. If you have seen the raw water coconut, which is generally sold as pani wala nariyal, they have a fleshy outer layer. This layer is fibrous, which is not edible. In case of coconut, the endosperm of coconut is generally edible. If we talk about the seed, The seed has two major parts. One is embryo, second one is cotyledon. The seed is formed after fertilization. First is seed coat and then embryo. Embryo, which consists radical, embryonal axis, and cotyledons. One in monocots, two in dicots. If we talk about a dicotyledous seed, the dicotyledous seed generally is does have two cotyledons, and in the center there is a embryo which is further divided into plumule and radical. Plumule is for the shoot of the plant and radical is future root of the plant. If we talk about the outer structure of a gram seed, this is the outer structure of gram seed. The sheet over the cotyledon is known as seed coat. There is a small attachment area where the placenta attached to the seed. This is called hilum, and there is a very small hole present near the hilum. This hole is called micropyle. Then there is embryo. Inside the seed consists of embryonal axis. There are two cotyledons, often fleshy and reserved food. Radical is embryonic root. Plumule is an embryonic shoot. Endosperm. Endosperm is the part of the seed which provide nutrition to the embryo till they matures. In some plant, embryo disappears, and in some plants, it does stay to the stage of seed germination. Such embryo are known. The seed which have embryo, they are called albuminous seeds. For example, castor. Non-endospermic seeds are the seed which do not which do not have endosperm after development of seed, because the endosperm is consumed or used by the seed for developing. For example, bean, gram, and pea. This is the structure of a monocot seed which have single cotyledon, and it also have endosperm. This is the endosperm of the seed which is attached to the embryo, and there is a they only contains a single cotyledons which is known as scutellum. And the if we talk about the embryo, it also have radical and plumule, but they are different from the structure of radical and plumule of the dicotyledon. The plumule have and radical have their protection layer. The layer above the plumule is called coleopatile, and layer below the radical is known as coleorhiza. Rhiza means roots, as you have remembered, and patile, P for patile, P for patile. Patiles means the upper part of the plant. Most monocot seed are endospermic, that means they are albuminous, but some are non-endospermic, like orchards. In cereals, example maize, the seed coat is membranous and fused with the seed wall. Endosperm is bulky and stores food. Alluron, a layer which is made up of protein, separate endosperm and mesosperm. This one this layer here is aileron layer. Embryo is small in a groove and one end of the endosperm. Embryo's component has a scutellum, which is a large shield-shaped one single cotyledon, short axis, plumule and radicle. The plumule and radicle are covered in the sheet called cleopatile, coleoptile and coleorhiza. If we talk about the description of typical flowering plant, the flowering plant are recognized generally by the kind of flower they have. For this, there are different kind of identification points which are mentioned in the book for proper sequencing of plants. The order of description: first one is the habit of the plant, either they are tree, shrubs and climber. The vegetative characters such as root, stem and leaves. The floral character, that is inflorescence or flower part. After the describing all the part, providing the floral diagram of the flower or and floral formula. This is the floral diagram from a for a flower. Let's understand how they are described. For example, this is the example of a flower which contains six anther, two stigma, three sepals and three petals, and the brackets are small parts of the flower which are present below the flower. If these small leaflets are present below the flower, actual flower, they are called bracketed. If they do not have, they are called abracketed. Calyx. K stands for calyx, C stands for corolla, P for perianth. When calyx and corolla are fused together, they are not differentiated enough. A stand for endosperm, G stand for gymnosperm. If there is a line below G, then the ovary is superior. If there is a line above G, the ovary is inferior. If the flower has the symbol have only this type of sorry, the formula have only this type of symbol, this means they are a unisexual flower only with having only male sex. If it have only this kind of symbol, this means they are unisexual with female flower. And if the structure is like this, then they have both type of bisexual, both type of sex, then they are called bisexual flower. Now comes the symmetry of the flower. If the flower can be cut from more than one points to divided into two equal halves, then this is called actinomorphic flower, also known as radial symmetry. If it is only divided from the one section, one direction, then they are called zygomorphic, which is called bilateral symmetry, as you remember from the animal kingdom. Then there is asymmetrical flower, which cannot be divided into two similar halves. Now comes the term fusion and adhesion. Fusion is the or cohesion of similar parts, shows the enclosing number of bracket if they are fused together. For example, in some flowers the petals are not separated, then they are called, then they will be represented with the K if they are fused together, and they are five pentamerous members, then it means they have five petals, but all they are fused together to form a single whole. Adhesion means the whole If a hole joint with the other, the addition between two different holes shown by the line drawn. Let's understand in the further. This is the example. Provides the information about the number of parts of the flower, arrangement of the parts, relationship between the part. Dot at the top indicates the position of mother axis. Where is the axis present? The order of drawing holes. Calyx is the first one, then there is corolla, then androecium, and last one is gynoecium. Gynoecium, the innermost hole, and calyx is outermost hole. Now there is a example of Brassicaceae family. From this you can easily tell that what kind of flower is. This is then actinomorphic flower with both sex, male and female. It has four non-fused sepals and four petals which are also not fused together. It has six androecium, sorry, anthers in the group of 2 and 4, and it means that they have two holes and there are two fused stigma, sorry, style present in it. The floral diagram shows the calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium arranged in the successive formula. This is the formula of Brassicaceae family as shown in this. There are four calyx, four member calyx, four member in corolla, six member in antheridium side, and two members in archegonium. Sorry, androecium and gynoecium. Now we will discuss another example of the for the floral formula, which is from the Solanaceae family, also commonly known as potato family. They are widely distributed between tropical, subtropical, and temperate regions. The vegetative character, it is herb or shrub, really small tree. They are herbaceous, means they do not have wood. They have rarely have wood. They are aerial, erect, cylindrical branch and solid or hollow. They are hairy or glabrous. They have underground stem in potato, they also known as solanum tubersum. Leaves are alternate, simple, rarely pinnated compound. In generally, there are simple leaf. They have reticulated venation. Reticulated venation, you have remember this type of venation. If we talk about the flower is solitary, axial, or cymose, such as in solanum. They are bisexual and actinomorphic. Actinomorphic means they have many regions where they can be divided from into two equal parts. They have five sepals which are united. We can write like this: persistent and velvet aestivation. The corolla have five united epipetals attached to the petals. Means They are attached to the petals. The gynoecium is bicarpally and syncarpous. The ovary is superior, and they are fused together. Ovary superior bilocular placentation. Placenta swollen with many ovules means they have axial placentation. Example, berry and capsule. Seeds, they are many seed and they are endospermous. This is the floral formula which we have very similar formula here. Last, their economic, if we talk about their economic importance, they are used as food like tomato, brinjal, and tomato. They are also used in spices for making chili. They are medicine also. Medicinal plants such as ashwagandha, they are fumigatory, means they are used as uh, hallucinating agents such as tobacco. They are also used as the ornamental plant, for example, petunia. That's all for today. Hope you have a nice day. Thank you for watching us.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more such video.